taken Troy. Did my ears hear you right?
Wasn't I clear? Troy was taken last night.
My eyes fill with tears, tears of sheer joy.
Then your eyes know it's true, our taking of Troy.
Can you be certain with no news that's concrete?
Yes, unless the whole thing is some he-god's deceit.
Or some dream of Troy taken which seems to you true.
I put trust in seeming, no more than you.
Some rumor has reached you the war's at an end.
I'm no simple child wit. Don't condescend.
So Troy has been taken, when did you say?
Last night. She who just gave birth to today.
The news came so fast over such a long way.
Fire god Hephaestus flashed out from Mount Ida. Flame after flame bore the beacon's dispatches. Jaded flame to fresh flame, bearing the fire news. Ida to crag Hermes on the island of Lemnos. From there its third stretch to the top of Mount Athos, the peak that Zeus favors. Then further upwards and over the ocean, dazzling and flaring, luring up fish shoals to see what the flash is. A fire-tailed comet transmitting its message to the watchtowers, scanning the sky on Makistos. They weren't caught napping. They flung the flame onwards, and it hurtled over Euripus, and watchmen marked it from their Messapian outpost. They kindle heaped brushwood and speed the flame further. It gathers momentum. It doesn't diminish. It streaks like a meteor over Asopus and lands on Kithyron and sparks off the next one. Again not neglected, so eager the watchmen, they get up a blaze that doubles the last one. From the bog of Gogopis to Mount Aegyplantus, the bright chain of fire links remaining unbroken. They spare no effort and heap on the kindling. The flame hair streaming out over the headland that faces Gulf Ceylon, and then dropping southwards to the crag of Arachne that borders on Argos. Then straight to the roof of the palace of Atreus, the flame that was fathered in Troy's conflagration. My torchbearers bearing the batons of blazes. That's the sign, the proof you've been wanting. All the way from Troy, from my man Lord to me.
The gods will get all our thanks for their bounty.
But your tale's such a marvel, we'd like it repeated.
We'd like all the details.
You said first that Hephaestus? Troy's held by the Greeks is the truth you're not grasping. Pour oil onto vinegar in the same food pot. They'll never blend in brotherly blood bond. So life lots in conflict cause cries that conflict. The Trojans all tearful, their arms round their fallen, embracing cold corpses, the widows, the orphans, knowing their own lives mean only bond chains, keen for their bloodkin, their nearest, their dearest. The Greeks, their whole night spent in harsh skirmish, famished for breakfast, swoop down onto Troy. No billets allotted, all discipline broken, each man for himself, the luck of the straw lot. They bed themselves down in the houses they captured, free of the night frost, rough beds in the open, sleep for once without sentries, and wake up refreshed. So provided they don't give Troy's gods provocation and leave unmolested their sacrosanct seats, there's a chance that the victors will never be victims. I hope our platoons aren't driven by loot, lust, to bring what's tabooed back home here as booty. They still need some safety on the last lap back home. And even if the Greeks give grudge to no godheads, the dead that they've slaughtered can't sleep forever. Let disaster stop at the place it's reached so far. The cycle be broken and hope start to happen. Let a life lot that's lucky get crowned with the laurels. You've heard all my feelings. Those of a woman.
You feel like a woman, but talk like a man talks.
Now I've heard all your proofs. Now I can offer the gratitude due to the gods who guard our gods.
The joy we feel now seems worth all we've suffered. Zeus, the high he-god,
with night as his helper, cast a vast trammel over Troy's towers.
Men get meshed in it.
Women.
Children.
All dragged ashore and beached in harsh bondage.
Zeus cast it!
Zeus!
Protector of guest right.
Zeus got the bullseye when he shot Paris.
An arrow that took 10 years to its target.
The Zeus shot, they call it.
No doubting it either.
Zeus says it.
It happens.
His plans get accomplished.
It was like that with Paris.
Guest, stranger, and welcome at the hospitable table of the blood clan of Atreus.
His gratitude,
Guest, thanks.
Grabbing of Helen.
And what did Helen bequeath to her people? Spear clash and shield clang.
The massive armada.
The dowry she went with to Troy was destruction.
A bad day for this house.
Bad day for the master. Look at the
Still
bedclothes.
rumpled with passion.
Menelaus, apart, is brooding his love loss. Stunned into silence.
A shadow.
A ghost man.
Statues mean nothing.
Stones, eyeless and lifeless.
His sleep's full of dream wives.
Helen-shaped shadows that bring ease a moment, then vanish away.
He tries to grasp her.
She slipped through his fingers, shadowing off down the flyways of sleep.
This is the anguish of the country's chief household.
It doesn't stop there, though,
Grief goes all over.
Each house in Argos sent someone to battle.
and gets back for menfolk
Jars full of cinders.
a plectrum of sorrows, plucks women's grief strings.
Gel Shaker is god of war, broker of men's bodies, usurer of living flesh, corpse trafficker that God is. Give to war your men's flesh gold, and what are your returns? Kilos of cold clinker packed in army issue urns. Wives, mothers, sisters,
Each one scans the dog tags on the amphorae.
Which grey ashes are my man's? They sift the jumbled names and cry.
My husband sacrificed his life.
My brother's a battle martyr.
Aye, for someone else's wife.
Helen, whore of Sparta.
Whisper.
Mutter,
Belly aching. The people's beef and bile.
This war's been our clan chiefs making.
The sons of Atreus.
And their cause.
where's my father, husband, boy? Where do all our loved ones lie? 6 feet under near the Troy, they died to occupy.
Those fires make the rumors fly through the street. Is it all true?
Some he-god's deceit.
Who's such a child wit to believe the flame first?
Then feel despondent when the bubble's been burst.
Women?
Women are always ready to act before they know if a rumor's true fact.
Women are gullible.
Mine's like dry straw.
One bush of belief and then nothing more.
We'll know soon enough what that blaze was about.
Those beacons and bonfires, newfangled flame graphs.
Whether there's anything in it, or whether it's just the wishful thinking women indulge in.
Look, there's a herald coming up from the seashore. The mud of the trenches caked dry on his tunic.
He's wearing the olive wreath, and there, look, behind him. Look at that dust cloud.
That means that it's real news.
Not feminine flame of force kindled on mountains.
Words spoken man to man.
Spoken directly.
He'll say rejoice, or
That mustn't happen.
So far, So good.
And let it continue.
And if anyone wants anything else for this blood clan, I hope that he gets what his malice deserves.